everyone, my name is Rikki Rose. I am with Royal Glow Aesthetics, and we are here today on the Logan Power Show. And I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity for having me here this afternoon. And I just want to tell you guys to make sure that you guys tune in. Make sure you are following the Logan Power Show. Make sure that you are following Royal Glow Aesthetics. We are on Instagram. We are popping it, and we are telling you all about our mindset. We're telling you how to pivot and to change the trajectory of your brand, of your business, of your whole entire life, and letting you know that Christ is first in every single thing that you do. All right. We're also here making sure with Dr. Michelle with the A game, and we're bringing you all these good herbal supplements and making sure that we are getting these men ready, and Father's Day is coming up. So make sure you hit her up for those good herbal supplements. So make sure you're tuned into our show, because we are giving you that fire, making sure that you hear this awesome testimony that we both have and that we are giving you guys for today to help you with some part of your life on something where we can help you. You never know how this story can bless you. All right. So thank you for tuning in. And I'm Rikki.
It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.
And now the host, Calvin Logan.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan, and I want to tell you something. You got to have patience. Patience will get you to places that you never, ever thought you ever get there before. Some people's patience is different than others. How long can you wait for your breakthrough? Can you wait like Job and go through all the trials and tribulations? Nah. Some of you say, yeah, I got the patience of Job. Yeah, right. You ain't got that much patience. You got patience when you want to. But I got with me a lady who's been very patient. She's patient because she knows where she wants to be. She's patient because she's been a mother and been through the fight. She's patient because she's been an entrepreneur and she knows how to overcome obstacles. She's going to tell you about her obstacles today. I got one and only Mrs. Rikki McBride. How you doing, Mrs. McBride?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much, Mr. Logan, for having me here today. I'm excited about this. This is actually my first podcast ever, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm still also excited at the same time. So I'm here. Let's do this.
I got it. Let's do it. For you, yourself, becoming an entrepreneur, having shifting hats. You know, a lot of times you said, I want to do the workforce. I want to have my own. I'm shifting. I'm moving. Tell us about what your company has accomplished, what you've accomplished, and what's the goal?
All right. So as an entrepreneur, my journey has been long. I've been doing this for quite some time now. I started off as a tax preparer for Jackson Hewitt Tax Service when I was 18. And I started off as just a tax preparer. I became the office manager. From there, I became a corporate employee because it was a franchise, and I went from running 1 store to 5 stores to 13 stores. And this was all before I even knew what it really was that I wanted to do. I always knew being a boss was in my right. It was in my power. Even as a kid, that was my nickname, Boss Lady. It was like, not Boss Lady, it was Boss-Maid. That's what they called me, Boss-Maid. It was always Boss-Maid. That's what they called me. So being a boss has always been something that has always been just something that was just in me. And I've always had that leadership role, and I've always went above and beyond, because I always say that I have a server's heart, a giver's heart. I am big on volunteering. I am big on just being a part of giving back to the youth, to the community. And it's a fulfillment for me. So when I started my first business, I started off as doing just t-shirts. It was t-shirts. I was doing vinyl. I was doing embroidery, all of those things. And it was so easy for me. And I was having 10K months left and right, just doing that, just having that platform. And I transitioned because I had my son. who he had a brain bleed in the womb. So he's had brain surgery 5 times. He's had eye surgery on both eyes. He's had his Achilles tendon lengthened. And that's what really shifted and pushed me more into doing this entrepreneurship, because it was like, I had to be home. It was no choice because my son was sick. We lived in the Ronald McDonald House in Savannah, Georgia. And it was like, what are you going to do? You got to make money. Like, I can't just sit home. I can't just do nothing other than just take care of my babies, because it was like, I'm always on go. I don't know nothing else other than go. So that's really what pushed me into becoming this gung-ho entrepreneurial. And it was like, hey, if I can do this, anybody else can do this. So that's when I kind of shifted my brand, and I started doing more of digital products and graphics and design, and helping people with building their websites and building their businesses. And life kind of got in the way, and I went through a divorce. So at that point, it was like, Rikki, you got to go back to work. So I went back to work, and I started working for a company. Well, it's not a company, it was a school. And I was a instructor. I was the lead instructor, and I taught medical assistant. I taught phlebotomy. I taught EKG, medical billing and coding. So when it was like, okay, you're doing this, you helping her run her business, you're running your business on the side, you're the president of Pop Warner, you're the lead troop leader for your kids. It was like, you're doing all of these things. When are you now going to do something for yourself? So I jumped right back into it again. Because I put it to the back burner. So it's like, okay, Rikki, you always end up here. You always come back here because this is what you know how to do. And it works. So that's how my brain kind of got started. And it was like, okay, we can do this. Like, I can do this. And while I was working as an instructor and teaching my classes, I was also going to school to become an esthetician. So I would go to school, I would teach my classes in the daytime, I would leave midday, go to my other job, because I started working 2 jobs. I would go to my other job at the spa, leave the spa, go back, teach my night classes, leave my night classes, go back to school and do school at nighttime. And that was my routine over and over and over, because I was determined that I got to get my esthetician license. I got to do this because this is what I wanted to do. It's always been my dream to just own my spa. I've always been big on wellness. I've always been big in skin. And it's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? The time is now. You got to do this for yourself. You've always been the back burner. You've always done everything for everyone else. Now it's time for you. And so that's how I got here today. Like, I'm here, I'm doing this, and nothing's gonna change it because I'm here.
All right. I see that you got a lot of fire and a lot of humility, and you have a lot of faith. You can tell that you're not allowing adversity to define who you are. And you're
Yes.
not allowing circumstances to give excuses to where, like, well, my son's going through things, the mindset, brain, and I'm in the Ronald McDonald House. And people, for those that don't know, Ronald McDonald House, and like, oh yeah, I'm at McDonald's. No, that's not what she needed. Ronald
No.
McDonald. I said, no, it's not McDonald's. Ronald McDonald House is for to help those that are going through trials and tribulations, what I would say. I know you know more better than I would, but that's what it's designed. So please don't
Correct.
think that Ronald McDonald is not McDonald's, the big old M with the arches. Please don't get that confused. That's for people
Absolutely not.
who are going through. Tell us, so people can have a greater understanding of yourself, the name of the business that you currently have, and what came with that name. What spread out? How do you come up with that name?
Absolutely. So my spa, that's the main business that I run. My other business, my spa business is called Royal Glow Aesthetics. And my main focus, I specialize in giving women confidence. When you look good, you feel good. Okay. Like, that's point blank, period. When I get my lashes done and I get my eyebrows done and my hair is done, oh, I'm in the mirror. I got a million selfies. If those things are not done, then I'm just not feeling like that girl. So it's like, Like, yeah, no. So that's kind of the concept of my brand, is to make women feel more confident in their skin. If I can help you in any sort of way, feel like I can be that girl, like I'm the it girl. That is the whole meaning behind that, is to build that confidence, because that confidence is going to take you so far in life, because imposter syndrome kicks in for a lot of people. A lot of people suffer with that. And it all starts with that inner confidence. Somebody somewhere in some part of your life and your journey told you that you weren't beautiful, or that this doesn't look good, or you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't do that. Well, why can't I? Why don't you? Why can't I? So my goal in my aesthetic business is to push you, to make you feel that confidence that we all should have. That's what it is. Because once you feel that confidence, you're going to tell the next female that, hey, you should feel, you need to feel this. You need to do this. So when you come into my treatment room, you're coming into my spa, that's what it is. I'm just like you. I started here. I'm here now. You can do it just like I can. And it's all about that mindset. Like, you have to align yourself with your goals and your dreams, because if you don't have that alignment, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. My other business that I focus on as well is called Pretty Boss. And that's where my millionaire mindset comes in. That business is where I am helping you with your business, with your brand, take it to the next level. Like, there's so many coaches that they only focus on the big fish, the ones that are making the big dollars, to help you reach that next big dollar. I am trying to help you reach those 1K dollars, those $5K dollars. Like, that's where I am. You have to start somewhere. You can't start at those $1 million rankings, because that's not how that works. There's a path that you have to take. And in order to build that profitable brand, it's a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a race. You can't just wake up one morning and say, oh, I'm gonna make $1 million, and you only had $0 in your bank account yesterday. I mean, it's possible, but let's be real. Like, it's like there's more of, I got $0 here, but I made $1,000 today. It's more people on that standpoint, or saying I made $300 today, and I feel good because I made $300 today. I feel good because I made an extra $500 today. That is the reasoning behind Pretty Boss, because you can do what you do, but it's all about that mindset. How are you starting your day? What is your routine like? Are you sitting here? Are you doing your morning devotionals? Are you sitting here writing down your journey? Are you writing down your steps? You have to do that mind framework to get to those next levels. And you can't do it if your mind is not there. I always tell people, pop your stuff right here and there. Regardless if it's a small accomplishment to you, to somebody else, but it's amazing. It's huge to you. Pop it. Like, let people know who you are. That's how you stand out in this ocean of so many fish, because everybody's doing something, but it's all about, how are you showing up? How is your mindset? How are you popping your stuff and letting the world know, like, hey, I am that girl. I got this. I can do this.
It's a testament to yourself that you're allowing you laugh at adversity, and you are making a pivot to go to where you want to go.
Correct. That's huge for me, pivoting, because if A don't work, B don't work. If C don't work, I still got X, Y, and Z. I got all those letters that I can go through. So when this ain't working, baby, I'm gonna pivot, and I'm gonna go over here, because I'm gonna try to make this work. And then I'm gonna try to make this work. And if this don't work, okay, I'm gonna scratch that, and I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna try this. I will not stay down into one certain thing and think like, hey, I'm stuck here. Absolutely not. And telling your story, telling people about what it is that you do, you never know. Your test is somebody else's. It's going to be your testimony, and that's going to help someone else. All right. So don't be shy, because you may not, your background may not be this whole, oh, you did this and you had this and you had that, because I had a beautiful childhood. I did. I can't front and lie and say that I didn't. I faced more adversities when I became an adult, when I was trying to figure out who I was and what I want to go and what my life is. That's where all of my pivoting and my adversities came in. And that's why I have this story that I can tell, because everybody didn't have a bad childhood. They didn't. They started it when they got in college, when they became an adult. That's where you might hit that roadblock. And that's kind of where I hit that roadblock at.
Understandable. Well, I'm going to let you close this out for this. There's a person that's watching it that is hit that roadblock, and they can't seem to turn out of this tight-knit situation. And there's people who have been doing that year after year, decade after decade, centuries. You've seen people adversity. So I want you to speak to them and tell them how they're going to come out the roadblock. You be their coach for the day. The floor is yours.
All right. So it all starts with prayer. For anyone that is having any type of struggle, they're just not feeling it. They're just having this rough patch. That rough patch does not last always. It does not. You have to believe in yourself. Open up that Bible. Start reading that Bible. Open it up. Just look at it. Bless it. Open it up. Whatever comes to you first, that is your message that he's telling you. All right. That is something that I'm big on. Start writing. Get you a journal. I have a pink journal that I have that's in my story. Not in my story, but it's on my links in my Instagram page that will help you write down to find out what it is of what's blocking you. There's a blockage somewhere, and you have to figure out what that blockage is. Even if you have to get someone to help you with that, get somebody. It's nothing wrong with talking to a therapist, talking to a coach, talking to a mentor, talking to someone. There's so many people that don't like to talk and feel like they're putting their burdens off onto somebody else, but there's somebody for everybody. You have to talk. That's my biggest thing. You have to identify what those issues are, what those points are that you're trying to get to. In order to reach that next goal, sometimes it takes a team. It takes a team of people. You're a force when you're with a bunch of people, or with your accountability partner, or with your coach, or with your mentor, or with your girls. Find those people, because they can help you identify something that you probably don't see that you're doing wrong. And don't take it as offensive because they're telling you, I think you should change this. I think you should try this. There's nothing wrong with trying new things and stepping out of your comfort zone. For 2023, my biggest motto is what I've been telling everybody is you need to become comfortable in your uncomfortableness, because that's how you're going to reach those goals. If you stay complacent in that one thing, you're never going to reach that main goal that you're trying to get to.
Well, that pretty much sums it up for all of us here. For those that are watching right now, I want you to, again, take this moment to say to yourself, I got my answer. Your answer has been given today. You know what it is. You made a pivot, a change. Now, since you've made that change today, I want you to thank God for the changes you've received. The answers in the book. 66 chapters is going to change your life. All you need to know is a verse is going to basically be that one spark in your thought process.
Absolutely.
That one verse turns into 2, 3, and 4. So take this time to understand that it's not how you start this thing, but it's how you're going to finish it.
Absolutely.
So take this time to love upon God. He's going to love upon you. That's all the time I got. My name is Calvin, the Logan Power Show, nationwide, worldwide. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.